Hello, everybody. I want to share with you a little trick that I learned. It was an original idea, and I have talked to a few people about it, and they really thought it was, pretty good. That I should make a video on it to try and share it with other people because it's something I haven't heard anybody else talk about, and it did help me a lot with improving my credit score. So it has to do with a credit card. So I have a credit card statement, and I have the statement ending date is the 17th of November, and then it has the payment due date over here of the 12th of, I mean, the 13th of December. And then it has like shows the ending balance. And it shows that the minimum payment due is zero because these are all fresh charges. So basically, the way they have it done is when you close out the statement, um, and it has the charges on there. If you pay it off by the due date, you don't pay any interest on the new charges. So so that's generally why they say you should pay off pay it off on the due date. But the slight twist to that I learned is that so on here it shows the balance of 944, and I left it on here just to kind of make a point with you guys. So normally I said I had the charges on there, and then the statement closed on the 17th, so it's going to close around the same date each month, and then the payment due date is going to be about 3 weeks later. So, but if I pay this off on the due date, there's not going to be any interest charged on there because the interest charge would be if you leave it on there till the next month. Then it'll be charges, and then I'll have a minimum payment due. So, but what I found the slight difference is when they close out the statement date, this balance is what gets reported to the credit card agencies or the credit monitoring people like Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, those ones. And part of your credit score is based on your what they call utilization. So it's how much your balance is on your card compared to what your available credit is. So if I use this, so if I have a balance of 944 and then I pay it off, it shows like the credit card companies will report that I'm paying every month. So that part's good. But my credit utilization is high because I'm carrying over a balance every month. Even if I pay it off and using it, I'm carrying off a balance. So the trick that I realized is that instead of paying it off on the due date, pay it off um, before the statement closing date. So if I instead of paying it off on the when when after the closing date of the due date, so say if I had paid this off on the 16th of November, then my ending balance on the statement would have been zero, and then that's what they report to the credit reporting agencies. So my point is, instead of paying it off on the due date, pay it off a day before your your statement closing date, and that way you'll not only avoid any interest charges, but you'll also show a zero balance to the reporting agencies. So even if you use the card every week, as long as you pay it up before the statement closing date, it shows a zero balance when they report to the credit report agencies. So it shows that you're not using it all. So if you're able to, if you have a couple of cards, maybe pay off one card before the closing date, and then if you need to use the other card, and just make sure you pay that before the closing date. So basically, just take your whenever you get paid, if you can, take your paycheck to pay off your cards, and then just use your like another card to live off of. And then the ideal situation is that every month as you're using the card, you're able to use the card less and less, so that way you can get away without using it anymore at all. But the main focus of this was a way to help improve your credit score faster. Like I said, not only with paying off the credit card, but paying it off before the statement closing date, so that it shows your closing balance. It'll show your account balance as being zero, and that'll reduce your credit utilization. So you'll have a lower credit utilization, which will improve your score, and you'll show that you're making payments on time, which will also improve your credit score. So both of those combined will help you get your credit score up faster. So I hope you enjoyed this, and you're free to share this with your friends or whatever. There's no copyright on this. Like I said, this is the original idea I came up with. So if you want to share this video with your friends or share it with anybody, you're perfectly welcome to do that. Hope you have a great day. Merry Christmas. I got my Christmas hat on.